Hello from Dhaka, this is Moutushi Jubaida Rahman and you are watching Basis News. At first, the headlines. Government to procure LNG from Aramco. European Union wants democracy to return to Bangladesh through a fair election, says Amir Khasru. 14 platoon BGB deployed in Dhaka, Narayanganj and Gazipur. Government working to meet demand of skilled workers in KSA. Arrival of US aircraft carrier fuels Venezuelan fears of attack. Now the details. Government will procure LNG from Aramco. The government has approved in principle a proposal to procure liquefied natural gas from Aramco Trading Singapore Pte Limited under a short-term government-to-government arrangement. The approval came at a meeting of the Advisors Council Committee on Economic Affairs chaired by Finance Advisor Dr. Saliuddin Ahmed at the Cabinet Division Conference Room in the Bangladesh Secretariat, Dhaka. The proposal placed by the Energy and Mineral Resources Division seeks to process short-term LNG procurement under Section 68 of the Public Procurement Act 2006 and the relevant rules. The meeting also approved 3 other proposals covering commerce, information and communication technology and shipping sectors. It endorsed a proposal by the Ministry of Commerce to release motor vehicles over 5 years old purchased through auction. The committee also approved a proposal from the Information and Communication Technology Division to set up an e-waste management plant at Kaliakoir High Tech Park in Gazipur under a public-private partnership model. Following a proposal from the Ministry of Shipping, the committee gave approval in principle to a concession agreement between Chattogram Port Authority and Denmark's APM Terminals BV to establish and operate the Laldia Container Terminal at Chittagong Port. The project will be implemented under the Design, Build, Finance, Operate and Transfer framework for 48 years. European Union wants democracy to return to Bangladesh through a fair election, says Amir Khasru. Bangladesh Nationalist Party Standing Committee member Amir Khasru Mahmood Choudhury said the European Union wants democracy to return to Bangladesh through a fair election. He said the European Union will send observers and assist the Election Commission to ensure a free and fair election. Amir Khasru told journalists after a meeting between Bangladesh Nationalist Party Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir and European Union Ambassador to Dhaka Michael Miller at the party chairperson's political office in Gulshan. He said discussions were held on the Bangladesh Nationalist Party's preparation for the upcoming 30th National Parliament election, the nomination process and the overall election situation. The European Union's main focus, he said, is on a credible election and the restoration of democracy. Regarding the July Charter, Amir Khasru said it was signed after discussion and consensus, and he hoped the government would come up with an acceptable solution. He also commented on the Awami League's lockdown program, saying the party is not in the electoral race, so there is nothing to discuss about it. Amir Khasru expressed concern over the law and order situation and urged the law enforcement agencies to remain alert and take a stronger stance. 14 platoon BGB deployed in Dhaka, Narayanganj and Gazipur. Border Guard Bangladesh has deployed 14 platoons in Dhaka city and nearby Narayanganj and Gazipur to strengthen security and maintain law and order. Public Relations Officer of Border Guard Bangladesh, Shariful Islam, said the Ministry of Home Affairs took this step as a precaution to ensure public safety ahead of the International Crimes Tribunal once expected announcement of the verdict date in a high-profile case. 12 platoons have been positioned across key points in the capital, while 2 more are stationed in Narayanganj and Gazipur City Corporation areas. Security has been tightened around government offices, court premises and major intersections in Dhaka. Patrols and surveillance have been increased to prevent any untoward incident. Senior officials of Dhaka Metropolitan Police and the district administrations of Narayanganj and Gazipur reviewed the situation and allocated forces after coordination meetings. The International Crimes Tribunal 1 is set to announce the date for the verdict in the case against former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and two close associates on charges of crimes against humanity. Authorities have urged citizens to remain calm and cooperate with law enforcement personnel. Government working to meet demand of skilled workers in KSA. Bangladesh has reaffirmed its commitment to contributing to Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 by sending skilled workers. Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Expatriates Welfare and Overseas Employment, Dr. Niamatullah Bhuiya, said this at the inauguration of a Human Resources and Manpower Fair in Riyadh. He said Bangladesh is a country of great potential with one-third of its workforce aged between 15 and 29 years. Around 2 million new workers join the labor market every year. Dr. Niamatullah Bhuiya said over 10,000 technical and vocational institutes in Bangladesh are working to create 8.8 million skilled manpower by 2025 and 20.9 million by 2030. He expressed hope that the country's skilled workforce would contribute to sectors such as industry, construction, information technology, healthcare, agriculture, transport, and tourism. More than 15 million Bangladeshis are now working in over 170 countries, contributing to the national economy. He invited Saudi recruiting agencies to visit Bangladesh to see the training facilities and invest in human resource development. The four-day fair features 65 organizations from several countries, including Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. For the first time, Bangladesh Overseas Employment and Services Limited is taking part in the fair. Arrival of U.S. aircraft carrier fuels Venezuelan fears of attack. A United States aircraft carrier strike group has arrived in Latin America, escalating tensions with Venezuela. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the world's largest aircraft carrier, entered the area under United States Naval Forces Southern Command, covering Latin America and the Caribbean. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell said the deployment aims to counter drug trafficking and enhance regional security. President Donald Trump's administration has sent naval and air forces, including F-35 warplanes and 6 Navy ships, for the anti-drug operation. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has warned that the buildup could trigger conflict. He accused Washington of fabricating a war and vowed to defend the country's sovereignty. In response, Venezuela announced a nationwide military deployment. Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino said about 2 lakh troops were taking part in exercises to counter what he called imperial threats. Russia also denounced the United States strikes on boats in the region, calling them unacceptable. Meanwhile, Colombian President Gustavo Petro suspended intelligence sharing with Washington over the reported missile attacks on vessels. The United Kingdom has declined to comment on reports it halted intelligence sharing with the United States on suspected drug smuggling operations. Tensions continue to rise as both Washington and Caracas expand military activity in the region. That's all for now. For more updates, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.